You want to start a fish farm, but you have no idea where to start. In this video, I'm going to show you my facilities and just to give you an idea of basically what you're looking at infrastructure-wise. Over here is our mud pond that I use to source my water from. Now, it's somewhere between about 100,000 liters and I don't know. Here I have a very strong pump that takes the water all the way into this liner pond. This is one of the grow-out ponds I use for my baby koi. Water is constantly being pumped in here. Then the water from the liner pond flows in here, runs over that little lip, and out into the main pond. I've got two facilities here. That lip just separates the females from the male goldfish that are in here. Over here, I have a separate pump running from the mud pond into this little Jojo's tank that we designed specifically to help the Ranchu goldfish grow correctly because they're a bit of a bonsai. Good genetics can only take you so far. They need proper conditions and food in order to grow correctly. I know this zinc sheet looks very tacky, but ultimately this is a working farm, not a fancy farm. This is here to just give the goldfish a little bit of shade. Really, they develop the best when they have about 50% shade and sunlight. Over here we have the overflow, so the water runs in there and then out with the pipe. Over here is the koi pond. Unfortunately, you can't see the koi very well, but this is basically all of our personal fish and breeders. Did take some damage in my move down to the Western Cape, so I did lose a bunch of fish. Only about 8 or 9 survived, but at least they are in good natural water now. And then down here is another grow-out pond for the babies we bred this year. Obviously, having nets over your ponds is incredibly important because there is things like herons and kingfishers that are just going to clean you out. So this is not optional. This is absolutely essential. Obviously, because a large part of my system is on the same water, that is playing with fire, quite honestly. It only takes one koi with KHV to enter this pond and everything dies. Koi get a thing called saprinate herpes virus 3, right? Goldfish are not susceptible to that. But goldfish now again gets a saprinate herpes virus 2. And those diseases are absolutely deadly and can wipe out a large, if not your entire stock. That is why I have to be so absolutely anal with quarantining my fish and making sure a sick fish does not get anywhere near my water. Over here is the quarantine facility. I've got 2 tanks over here that has water in it that is basically healthy and ready to go if there is an emergency and a fish needs to be treated. And over here is just another old bathtub that we use to quarantine fish in. And here we are in the barn. Over here is a tank where I am growing beneficial bacteria on some filter media in case I need that. Here are the 2 tanks that I'm raising baby goldfish in. They're extremely tiny. I'm gonna see if I can get some footage of some of them. And over here are just 2 medicine tanks that I'm treating sick fish in currently. Now remember, you're gonna need the proper tools as well. So I'm gonna quickly show you those things. This is a sock net. This is a very important tool to make sure that your fish aren't damaged. Anybody picking a koi out of the water like this with a normal net is a fool and I would never buy from them. This is just a normal pan net so that once you have fish in a bucket, you can just scoop up and select the ones you want in a different bucket. It is also gonna help me a lot when I'm selecting baby koi.